Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back on Monthly Theme Thursday with my review of Spider Baby, or The Maddest Story Ever Told. Spider Baby, or The Maddest Story Ever Told, is a 1967 black and white horror film, and it stars a young Sid Haig. That's pretty interesting, considering this movie was a big influence for Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses, and obviously Sid Haig plays Captain Spaulding in that. House of a Thousand Corpses is basically Spider Baby meets the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Bill Moseley, of course, plays Otis in House of a Thousand Corpses, and Chop Top in TCM 2. So now that we got that cool connection out of the way, I want to point out, this here is my Anchor Bay Collector's Edition VHS release of Spider Baby. This may actually be one of the greatest black and white horror films ever made. At the very least, it's one of my personal favorites. I know that's a bold statement, but it's true. That's how much I love this film. Spider Baby reminds me so much of an extended episode of The Addams Family, except people are brutally stabbed and murdered in Spider Baby. Regardless, this movie is somehow comforting. In addition to Sid Haig, the Wolfman himself, Lon Chaney Jr., also stars in this. He plays Bruno, the Merry family chauffeur and caretaker. After the death of their father, 3 demented siblings were left in the care of Bruno. There's Elizabeth, played by Beverly Washburn, Virginia, played by the late Jill Banner, she's my favorite, and Ralph, played by the late Sid Haig. Jill Banner, by the way, who was only in her early 20s during production of Spider Baby, sadly died at the young age of 35 in a car accident. She was great as Virginia, and like I said, she's my favorite character in the film. This is her on the cover, and she's the title character. She enjoys playing the game Spider with unwelcomed guests at their house. The game consists of her trapping the victims in her web, and then slashing them to death. Virginia and her siblings also suffer from a family mental illness, which Bruno tries to cover. He doesn't want anything to happen to the 3, since he promised their father he would protect them. But when some distant relatives attempt to sue Bruno for the estate, they come to the house along with a lawyer and his secretary. To Virginia and the others, they're just more unwelcomed guests. You know what that means. Spider will be played. I truly love this movie. There is something so charming about it. It makes sense that I'm such a fan of House of a Thousand Corpses as well, because of the obvious inspiration. Spider Baby, or The Maddest Story Ever Told, opens with a really cool animated credit sequence. The song playing over them is sung by Lon Chaney Jr. himself. The house is really cool. There are secret passages and other fun oddities. As a matter of fact, this whole movie is a fun oddity. There are slashings and stabbings and other carnage galore, and Spider Baby I'd describe as addictively entertaining. Apparently, Dustin Ferguson directed a remake of Spider Baby, and it's due to be released anytime now. From what I've read, Beverly Washburn has a role in the remake, which I think is really cool. She's not playing Elizabeth in it, but it has been nearly 60 years. Sadly, though, all of the other main characters from the original have since passed away. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued about the remake. As for the original Spider Baby, or The Maddest Story Ever Told, it's undoubtedly a favorite. Have you seen it? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Don't forget to check out Jason's video to see what he reviews for Monthly Theme Thursday. Which black and white horror film will I review next? Check back next week to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.